What's up guys, my name is Ace, and today I wanted to talk about a little bit of a different topic, kind of taking it away from my normal content. Just wanted to sit down and have a discussion on something that I've been thinking about a little bit. I've been reading a little bit on some articles and stuff, and this is the overall direction of the Call of Duty franchise in the future. Now, normally I don't really like it when YouTubers are already talking about the next Call of Duty game when the current one just launches, or in this case, before the current one even launches, before World War II launches. Yes, I am going to be talking a little bit about Treyarch and their game next year, but keep in mind this isn't about all the specifics and everything. This is more so just about the general direction of the Call of Duty franchise going forward. For the past 3 years, we've had various advanced movement games, and that's brought a lot of new fans to the franchise, and now we're going all the way back to the roots of Call of Duty, World War II, and this is bringing back a lot of the old fan base. Now, one big question that I've been seeing pop up a lot, especially on my channel because I have been covering these advanced movement Call of Duties, and I've picked up a lot of viewers that really enjoy the advanced movement and maybe aren't looking forward to going back to boots on the ground. One of these big questions is, when will we see an advanced movement Call of Duty again? And also, are we going to be stuck in the past now? Is Call of Duty just going all the way back to its roots for several years in a row? Are we just sticking to World War II or just any sort of historical shooters? Maybe they'll go all the way back to World War I. Maybe we'll see some Vietnam or something like that. What is going to happen with Call of Duty? I've also seen a lot of questions, and I'm personally curious about this. Are we going to see a modern day or very slightly near future Call of Duty again, like the Modern Warfare series? Because there's a lot of people that absolutely love that timeline, and so far, everything seems to be up in the air right now. Now, one thing that a lot of people are pointing to is an interview that Eric Hirschberg, who's the CEO of Activision, had with GameInformer. And in this interview, he was asked if COD World War II is just kind of a one-off for a historical shooter, and then we're going to go back to either future or modern or something like that, or if we were potentially going to be seeing more historical shooters in the future for Call of Duty. Now, his response was relatively vague, but he did say that it is a possibility that it could become an area that they explore more than once. He also seemed to hint at the fact that a futuristic Call of Duty, or at least a far future Call of Duty, is not likely in the works at this point. The community's pretty burnt out on that. I think everybody realizes that at this point. So at least for the next year, maybe even two, we might not see any advanced movement with Call of Duty. And I'm sure this is going to get some mixed reactions. Personally, I'm okay with it. I just hope that at some point we do get some advanced movement. I hope they mix in some variety here. I hope they learn their lesson from having 3 advanced movement Call of Duties in a row. It's probably not the right way to go, even with boots on the ground. At this point, it's probably not the right direction to take it 3 games in a row with boots on the ground, or at least 3 games in a row with like a historical setting. Call of Duty has such a massive community, and that community consists of so many different people with so many different opinions and preferences for their setting and for how they think a Call of Duty should be, and I would really like to see them go with a little bit more variety. And one thing that I picked up that I haven't seen anybody else talk about yet is it looks like we may be going to either modern day or very near future for Treyarch's next Call of Duty next year. And this actually came from a job opportunity posted at Treyarch for a combat systems designer. They're currently looking for a combat systems designer, and if you look through the entire description and everything with that, and you get towards the end of it, I will link this down below, you'll see an area that says, "You'll really get our attention if you have," and then it lists several bullet points. One of those bullet points is deep knowledge base of firearms and modern military technology. To me, this seems to hint at the fact that they're looking for somebody that has a knowledge of modern technology, not historical technology. They're not looking for any sort of historian or anything like that, which leads me to believe that this next year of Call of Duty with Treyarch is going to be either modern day or slightly near future. It's highly unlikely that they'd be looking for somebody with knowledge of modern military technology if they were going in the past, because then they would likely be looking for somebody that has more of a historical background. And it's also not plausible at all that they're going into the far future with this, because, like I said, community's kind of burnt out on this. Activision's CEO didn't seem to really like this idea for the near future with Call of Duty. So all signs seem to point at the fact that Treyarch is going to be going with modern day. Now this opens up the question, what happens after that with Infinity Ward's Call of Duty? Will they still keep that same cycle that they've had for the past little while now, where they've got 3 studios, and is it going to be Infinity Ward's turn at that point? And then if it is Infinity Ward's turn, what are they going to have? Are we going to continue to that boots on the ground, either modern day or historical setting? Or is it going to be time at that point to return to a futuristic, advanced movement Call of Duty? Personally, I think the right direction to go, or the direction that I would love to see, because I like a lot of variety in my Call of Duties. I love World War II Call of Duty, I love modern day Call of Duty, and I love the future Call of Duty. I would love to see a rotation of historical, modern to slightly near future, and then future Call of Duty. This sounds perfect to me because it kind of gives a little bit of everything to everybody at some point within a 3-year cycle, rather than 3 years of completely alienating one group while servicing another. And with that, I'd love to know in the comment section below, what direction would you like to see Call of Duty take in the future? Would you like to see a rotation system like this, where Sledgehammer sticks to the historical stuff, Treyarch sticks to that modern day to slightly near future, and then Infinity Ward goes crazy and ends up in space or wherever with advanced movement? Do you like that idea, or do you just want to see only World War II, or only historical, or only modern day? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.